Alright you guys, we're in the bus station. I'm going to show you guys how to travel to Chichen Itza without a guided tour. I'm just going to go there, my boy Eric. We're going to walk, we're going to take a local transport to Chichen Itza. Because we're in Valladolid right now. It's going to be about probably 40 minutes to an hour. Take a local van over there is what I'm planning to do. And then we're just going to go in, get a tour guide when we're there, and just enjoy Chichen Itza. Instead of getting like a tour from some kind of resort or something like that. And I mean, this is why I would recommend to stop in Valladolid. Look at how beautiful this place is. We just gotta go like one block down from the bus station. And then you can take the local transport. And I'm gonna wanna walk this way to the bus station because if they have any cochinita tacos open right now, I would probably grab at least one. Giving me some energy for Chichen Itza. It's a lot of walking around. So I'll let you guys know. I'll show you guys when I'm on the local transport. Alright. I didn't know there's a cenote here too. Apparently you can go to a cenote as well. We got our tickets. It's like approximately $2 there, $2 back. So 80 pesos, and I got my little ticket.
En el siguiente colectivo menos solamente un lugar.
Oh, there's only one space in there, bro. So I'm gonna have to just meet Eric there, bro. I'll see you. I'm just kidding. Watch out. Alright, we're loaded up on the van to Chichen Itza. I got shotgun, which is pretty nice. There you go. Hey, let's see. Here we go. Basically, they filled us up with people. As many people as they can get until every seat's full. And we take off. It's about an hour ride. About $2. Pretty good deal. Yeah. Get that guy shotgun. I'm definitely super excited. I've seen Chichen Itza one time when I was like 17, but now like I really want to go back and see it again. It's one of the wonders of the world. Incredible history. And it really is just, it's mind-blowing to be there, so I definitely want to get a video of it. Here, what better way to arrive? Just like this. Nice local transport. A nice little 1 hour ride. I'm just gonna walk it because look at all that traffic.
5 minutes to walk?
Hell yeah. Okay. I'll definitely take that over this traffic. Hey, everybody's getting on too, I guess, huh? Look how packed up this van was. Muchas gracias.
Adiós.
Buen día. Damn, you almost hit you with the door, man. Yeah, I would definitely rather walk the fucking 5 minutes, he said, then. Unless he tricked us and it's more than 5 minutes walking. Alright, I'm hyped. I'm ready to get in there to Chichen Itza. Feeling this nice sun on my skin already. I'm ready to get a nice little tan as I'm seeing these beautiful ancient artifacts. Let's get into it. Look at this. Coming up to the entrance right now. Oh, I dropped my water now. Alright, so before you enter Chichen Itza, you have to wait in absolutely massive lines. Check this out. This is where you buy your ticket right there when you arrive. And then here's the massive line. Let's see. Just hoping to get through this line quick so we can get right in there. Yeah, there you go. Just know there will be a line. If you get a tour guide though, you do not have to wait in the line. Alright, as you guys can see, we're here in the beautiful, incredible Chichen Itza. We're passing by the wall right there that they built. It's 5 miles long. I was over here in the other tour guide. It's 5 miles long and they built it in case like other Mayan civilizations weren't too fond of them, you know? So built it for protection. And as we're coming up, like, I can already start to see Chichen Itza right there. Now I've seen Chichen Itza before, and it was absolutely incredible. Seen it when I was 17. I went with my dad, and I absolutely loved it. But I just really want to get a video. It'd be good to see Eric's first impressions, Chichen Itza, because this place is absolutely mind-blowing. The innovation, and like how much they did with so little technology, you know. So can't wait to see it. Now here we are. We're approaching up. It's the first path. This is where we start to get up. Wow. Just think this is before Spain even came here to colonize or anything. This is real Mayan ruins right here. The most famous ones in the world. Let's go right there, see the main pyramid real quick.
Can you climb it or not?
I don't think so. Did the one you go to before, you could climb that one?
What's that?
You went to one before, right?
I did not.
No? Alright, this is your first time seeing a Mayan ruin right here?
No, this is not. No. We just couldn't climb
The other one either, right?
Yeah, no.
Yeah, I think there's only a few you can climb now. Ready? You guys ready to see this? Chichen Itza right here in all its glory. I mean, I know the camera won't quite do it justice the way it does in real life, but look at this absolute beauty. Wow. This thing is massive. Wow. Chichen Itza. Wow. Look at how absolutely giant this thing is. Wow. Unfortunately, you can't pass, only authorized personnel. Oh, wow. Absolutely beautiful. You guys hear that weird sound? So they have acoustics inside of there that makes it echo. And I'm also overhearing this lady say that this pyramid is built like a calendar. It's a Mayan calendar. Had 18 months with 20 days each. That's how they divided it. And 1 month with only 5 days. And like every day had like a different animal and element like wind or monkey to protect you, right? So if you were born on those 5 days, you had nothing, and you were like, your life was gonna be chaos. Apparently, is what this lady said. Well, yeah, and the people don't leave their house during those 5 days. Apparently, they just stay in. And like, so apparently, it's built like a calendar. So each corner represents a month, all right? That's why there's 9 points on each side, and then at the top represents the 5 days. And then there's 365 stairs. It really is cool how much math and history is in this thing. You definitely got to go check it out. I mean, I can't explain exactly the whole tour to you guys, but I want you guys to get a little taste of the history. There's just so much math involved in this here structure. In such ancient times, it really is absolutely mind-blowing. Cool, this is an absolute architectural marvel right there, especially from the time it was built. So much intricate detail, it's crazy. And look at all these pillars. Damn, look how far the pillars go. They go all the way over there. Over there. If you like stand on one side of the pillars, they like all you can see is one pillar. That's how absolutely perfectly lined up they are. Isn't that crazy?
Absolutely insane.
I do wish I could climb up there though.
Yeah.
Oh, this side looks like a little more messed up.
Down in there.
Wow, dude. Look at these pillars right here. These are all lined all the way up perfectly. And this is before we had like tape measures and stuff, you know what I mean? There were no tape measures around these times. There's a jaguar. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Run. I also got that when I first came here as well. It's pretty cool. Yeah. Had the same thing. Nice little jaguar. This really is incredible. It is pretty crazy. Like when you walk along a path like this, it's like a little park. Like just to imagine this is an ancient city. And to just think hundreds and hundreds of years ago, people were just walking on the same exact path I am, doing their everyday ancient Mayan things, you know? Some guy probably walked this path with so much excitement to go see his crush. Somebody probably walked this path to go to their favorite restaurant. Somebody probably, you know, they did all kinds of stuff on this path, you know what I mean? All the talks, think about all the talks in history, all the conversations that have gone down on this path in like the last just 500 years, you know what I mean? This is at least 500 years old. We saw a church yesterday in Valladolid. It was almost 500 years old. And this is before the Spanish or anybody came here, you know? This is like thousands of years, I think, right? Mm-hmm. Wow.
Yeah, thousands. Hundreds of years, I'd say hundreds.
Not thousands, but you know,
yeah,
like maybe 8,000. I'll look it up right now. All right, I just looked it up. I got the answers for you guys. Chichen Itza is over 1,500 years old, 1,500 years old, and used to be home to tens of thousands of people. Just think about that. There was tens of thousands of people living here like 1,000 years ago. That's like, when you really put that into perspective, that is like pretty mind-blowing, you know? Look at all these crazy structures. Just think like this was a bustling ancient city. Alright you guys, so this over here was kind of like an event hall, and then this over here was one of the more important buildings, and it says it was it used to be decorated with geometric designs, carvings, and masks of a god with an impressive nose. Apparently. Inside the palace, walls of subsequent construction stages close the space between the columns. Pretty interesting though. This is kind of like an event hall where they had all kinds of events. See, it looks like there's a big window up there if you guys can see. And then here, doesn't look like there's that much there, but apparently that used to be filled with all kinds of geometric shapes and designs and decorations. I'm really starting to get hot. We wanted an ice cold beer, but they even have draft here, but they don't sell beer till 11 o'clock. Like what? Why wouldn't you want a beer at like 8 a.m., 9 a.m., especially on a hot day like this? I could def go for a nice little beer.
after thousands of years later, it's still somewhat symmetrical.
No, that shit is pretty symmetrical, I'd say. It looks like you can stand in front of one column, you don't see any columns to the side, you just see one column, even though it might be 1,000 in a row, 100 in a row. Man, all I know is that they really love columns around here. If I'm getting one thing from the architecture around here, is that they absolutely loved columns. Oh yeah. I don't blame them. Columns are real nice, beautiful. Let's see right here. The southern colonnade. This colonnade was a large space covered with a vaulted roof, which rested upon a long row of columns. This building was enclosed with the southeastern angle of the plaza. Clearly shows the modifications it underwent due to the construction of multiple inner walls. It's not clear whether these walls were necessary to offset the instability of the building or related to the changes in the use of the original spaces. It has been assessed to the steam bath courtyard and others towards the plaza of 1,000 columns. Access to the steam bath courtyard and onwards in towards the Plaza of 1,000 Columns. I want to go see the Plaza of 1,000 Columns. It sounds crazy. And a steam bath would be pretty nice right now. Can't lie, especially in this hot weather. I mean, a steam bath would be hot, but I don't know. It's like a steam bath always sounds kind of nice, right? Whoa. What the heck's going on over here? Whoa, whoa, whoa. So I'm gonna guess this is what the homes look like. Right here, you can actually go inside. That's pretty cool. This is inside a house. This is actually nice and cool in here. I would not mind this, to be honest. Just slap a nice mattress on the bed around here and that'd be cool. You got a nice little fire going over here or something.
A grill there.
Yeah, a nice little grill.
That's what they did. Put their little Mayan medicine over here.
That's beautiful.
All kinds of Mayan medicine.
The capital of the Itza was the seat of power in the Yucatan during the terminal classic period and the early post-class period. It's situated in the center of the north plain of the Yucatan Peninsula and has scarce but reliable water. Apparently, this city was powerful for a very long time. It controlled the coast of the Yucatan all the way from Tabasco to Central America and had a really strong navy from what I've heard, what I can read here. And it says it was... There is evidence of human occupation in the region of Chichen since the last millennium BC when towns and villages were formed near cenotes. But the place with urban proportions we look upon today was formed between 600 AD and 800, 650 or 800 and 1200 AD. The first buildings were erected in a style derived from the Puc typical Mayan cities, but soon developed their own architectural style that integrated based on Puc concepts, form images of other parts of Mexico, especially the Gulf and Central Plateau, causing an overlap between the two but achieving an integration of styles. The decline of Chichen Itza was linked to the emergence of the Mayopan as a new center of power in the Yucatan in the 13th century. Even so, in the 16th century, the Temple of Kukulcán and the scarce cenote operated as a stage for large processions that went to Chichen to consult the oracle, even when other buildings of great cities had already been abandoned. Worlds of the God. They believed that the sacred cenote was considered one of the entrances to the worlds of the gods, and an idea that was used to subdue the city's inhabitants and any belligerent enemy through sacrificial rituals performed there. Pretty interesting stuff. So they used to sacrifice people allegedly at this cenote. Well, not allegedly. They used to sacrifice people at the cenote. Pretty interesting stuff. Definitely a different time for sure. Let's see. I believe the cenote is right over this way. Wow, I'm looking at this. I just overheard a tour guide say that one of the archaeologists went here and they found a hole down like 20 meters, which is like 60 feet down, and they found it like full of bones and stuff like that. It's pretty interesting, huh? I guess they used to put some of the bones and stuff over here. Alright, and here's the beautiful observatory. The Mayans were known for knowing a lot about astronomy, and here's where they did their astronomy. It said they knew about astrological events concerning the planet Venus. The settings of the sun during the equinoxes have been related to the three windows in the upper section. The name caracol or conch comes from the spiritual stairs that lead to the upper part of the building. Alright. Just how they were so advanced and were able to do a lot of this architecture is because they were so advanced in astrology. That's like one of the most important things about the Mayans. That's how they made their calendar were able to do so much is because they had such a vast knowledge of astrology. Oh, look at this over here. Let's hope there's at least a sign for this over here. You can't go in there, it's under construction or something. Pretty sure this guy's got a Columbia jersey on.
That is simply because the whole Guatemala territory back at those times was part of the Mayan territory. And Mexico City were most Aztecs and others, right? But today, well, we use national.
Bahush is how much in Mayan, apparently. Wow. This is absolutely unreal. This place is massive. Absolutely massive. We've been walking around for like an hour and a half, maybe. We still haven't seen everything. Maybe I'm exaggerating, I don't know, I didn't check the time, but it definitely feels like that. Wow. Wow, this structure is really, really impressive right here. And you can even see the geometrical shapes up there at the top of that building. Wow, that's absolutely insane. All right, so now we're in like their stadium kind of thing. This is where they play the game. We don't know exactly how they played it. I was listening to a tour guide. He said that they wore protection on the arms and hips and stuff like that. There's an Aztec game where they play. It's a lot smaller than this, and they only use their hips. But here they say it was different. He said there was a racket and they had a bat as well. And I didn't hear the tour guide talking about it there, but I remember when I was with my dad, 100%. The tour guide said that whoever wins the game, they sacrifice the winner, and then his family was able to go into the higher class. So that is crazy. Like, you tell me down below in the comments, are you guys winning that game, or are you guys just gonna stay in the lower class? You want your family go up there or not? Just look at that. That's a pretty tough price to pay. I may have to do it for the fam. Plus, can't be losing, you know what I mean? You gotta win and do it for the fam. This place is absolutely incredible though. So big, so beautiful. It's hard to imagine like how they played this game exactly. But the guy also said that there were 7 players on each team. Let Daddy get the ball through the ring too. Can you imagine that? It looks hard as anything, that little tiny ring up there. And they said this is bigger than a football field. Yeah, you heard the man. You win, you get the honor to be sacrificed. How lit is that?
You get to move on into the next.
Personally, I'm not worthy of an honor like that, so, you know, I'll probably never be sacrificed in my life, but, you know, to some people.
So the person who wins, ends their life, gets sent to another dimension.
Yeah, basically. And I believe they, like, raise your family up to the high class. And that guy was also saying that inside of there, the king in the high class can speak because of the way the walls echo. So you can just say stuff like into the buildings, or you clap, exactly 1 second later they can hear it on the exact other side. Especially when there used to be limestone ground, you could really, really hear it. That's super interesting. They couldn't use their feet or their hands. They just had to use their hips, shoulders, elbows, stuff like that. And only the captain got a paddle. Really interesting stuff. Imagine you're playing to get sacrificed. That's actually mind-blowing. We're almost done with this tour. Almost done seeing the beautiful, incredible Chichen Itza. We probably could have went in order, but we didn't see the sign originally when we got here. I would say it's probably good to have a guide, but you don't need a guide exactly. Did it without a guide. I did it just listening to guides in each places. And I noticed some guides are better than others, definitely. So, check this out. This is really, definitely a one-of-a-kind experience. If you get the chance, definitely come check out Chichen Itza. Go in the morning because it's getting insanely packed right now, insanely packed. I'm so glad we decided to go here, like get up at like 6 a.m. and go, because if not, oh my god, it would have, the traffic probably would have been incredible. And now we're at the Cenote Sagrado, which is the sacred cenote. Here they used to do a lot of sacrifices and stuff like that. It says you can find the bones, mostly of adult males and children. So not really of women, just children and adult males. Let's see, I'm gonna give you guys a view. It's 20 meters down to the water, and then the water is about 12 meters deep.
And we know that they used to sacrifice here a lot of children because they feel very worried for the water, because they don't have rain by this road. Here they used to put some food to give to the lords of the other, sometimes corn.
So people come from all different Mayan civilizations to come like give gifts and sacrifices and stuff like that, or to give gifts and stuff. I believe you're giving it to the gods, giving it to like the underworld, something along those lines. Wow, and I can definitely see why, to be honest. This is insane. Imagine just being in ancient times, no phones, no technology, no buses, nothing. And just what coming across like big, huge holes in the ground filled with fresh water like this. You would obviously think like, wow, this is some spiritual stuff right here. I mean, even I halfway think that right now, and like, you know, this is truly incredible. All right, and Eric was able to overhear the guide. So we were wondering exactly how they sacrificed them. He said he overheard them say that they would tie rocks to them, and they would do like a meditation, a little ritual, and then they would throw them in with rocks tied to them, and they would not kill them first, you know? So you just go down there, down to the bottom with a rock tied to you.
Dead is to be with it.
Whew. That's pretty intense, but yeah. Kind of a cool way to go out, not gonna lie.
Again, I mean, you're kind of considered a...
And you go out like a hero and stuff. Not the worst. I mean, probably better than going out by just walking through the fucking jungle trying to get, probably better than going out just walking through the jungle and getting like bit by a snake, then just dying of poison like a few days later or a day later. You know, it's probably better off going out like a hero, a big rock to you, little meditation ritual, and then you just go to the bottom, get to be with the gods and everything. Sounds pretty cool to me. I mean, yes, this is the way. Gracias. But here we go. It's the end of my tour. I'm out of here, you guys. Definitely come check it out. Chichen Itza, highly recommend. Finishing off with the sacred cenote, the cenote where they used to sacrifice people. Crazy stuff, especially sacrificing children. Wow, that's pretty wild stuff. But yes, my tour of Chichen Itza, it's been amazing. Really learned a lot. Would definitely recommend it. I'd probably recommend you to get a guide, but if you're on a budget, you can definitely just walk around, and at each place there's like 5 or 6 guides giving their tour, and you can just listen in on a guide, to be honest. You can see which guides are just arriving and listen in if you want to, but of course, if you have the money, I would definitely encourage you to get your own guide. You know, support the locals and stuff. Buy some arts and crafts, because I really don't see many people buying, and these people are pretty desperately trying to sell them for like $1. So, you know, if you get the chance, definitely buy some of that stuff. And yeah, that's it for now. Hope you enjoyed my video. Chichen Itza, one of the wonders of the world. If you enjoyed this video, like, share, subscribe. Give me a comment if you got any feedback, and I'm out until the next video.